Hi, everybody. Welcome back to day 5 of this
voice today.
Of this build. Halden's recovered from his cold.
Not quite, but
He's mostly recovered from his cold. I never had a cold. No. I think we're actually pretty close to being finishing up today. You know, I'm in a much better place spiritually than I was at the end of day 4. I'm feeling confident again. I'm feeling
his
revitalized.
soul hasn't left his body quite yet.
Feeling revitalized and renewed. I think we're going to do it. So, well, you want to just get to it? Let's get to it.
So I told you would be better on day 5.
Spoiler alert, we did not finish on day 5. But yeah, so I'm at the stage now where I'm still working on the interior. That's where I left off last week.
You will see on this one, it's a lot more of the wide angle than the close-up.
Yeah.
Because at one point you both just get up and are either standing or like on the other side of the table.
That's because we had to have a brief conference about what we were doing and what was going on, because this, you know, we hit a stage where, you know, we were both working on places at the same time. I'm at the point where I'm still assembling the interior area of the, not the flight deck, but the hangar deck. And this is also where we kind of came to the realization of, oh no, no one's going to see these pieces. So it sped up quite a lot. Like we cut a lot of corners when we finally realized, oh, it's kind of pointless to do this inside stuff. Halden's still working on the conning tower, but now he's also beginning to do other bits. You can see him gluing stuff onto the actual boat itself, although you can't see it past his big pumpkin. His head's blocking the camera. Good job, Halden.
I tried to edit around that.
It's impossible to edit around his noggin. I think he's the only person in the store who has a head bigger than I do. I'm cleaning up pieces here. Those are railings, it looks like. They go along the upper hull. Cleaning with my knife. I did most of the cleaning with like a folding box cutter, which is not exactly a precise instrument for this kind of, but it certainly has a lot of utility. Oh, badumch.
I know that, isn't there a tool that like is a demolder tool?
So a couple people make demolding tools. It's basically just a flat piece of metal with a slight curve. You can accomplish the same thing with the back of a knife, the spine of a knife. Box cutters are not the best. Yeah. So I'm turning things around here. I'm working on the back area. Or is it the bow? I can't tell. That's the bow. I'm working on the bow. Halden's working on the stern.
Because I think you just turned it around.
Yeah. So I'm gluing all the little stairs and things in place. Stuff that you'll never ever see when we actually film it for the battle.
They'll see it on here a little bit.
Oh yeah, you'll see it on this video, but you won't see it like when the ship is floating in the ocean, per se, quote unquote.
Yeah. But that's why they need to watch this video. But
this is like the making of.
Yeah.
This is like the 6 hours of making of documentaries at the end of the Lord of the Rings.
People are actually really liking this. We should do more, in my opinion.
I don't want to build another one of these ships, but I'll do other stuff like this.
Other time lapses. I think people like it.
We can just stream the security cameras right to the internet.
That's a
it'll
real
be like
way.
It'll be like Eagle Cam that the National Park Service has.
It'd be so funny. Like that's really the worst way to show people how the sausage gets made here. They'll see everything.
There won't be any audio though, so they won't know what's going on.
They'll see us all losing our minds.
No, it's fine.
Speaking
of losing our minds, look at me. I'm working on Photo-Etch brass again.
Towards this episode and obviously next episode, but towards the end of this episode, you really start to see.
Oh yeah,
you're both getting close.
It picks up. This is the last episode is really just the cleanup phase. It did not take us very long. This is where all the meat, kind of like the rubber hits the road. The past few episodes we've been building modules and now we're getting to install them onto the ship, basically.
Okay.
It's kind of what we're working on here. You can see, like, as we add pieces, there's a point at which we start to, like, knock out frame after frame after frame, just, like, no pieces on them, and we just start hucking them towards the trash, and it was really, really satisfying.
Oh yeah, you like get really silly.
It wasn't silly. It was spiritually enlightening.
the joy of almost being over.
Yeah. Halden's installing the framework that supports the flight deck at the stern.
At one point, he literally moves it off camera, and I got like really sad because it's a lot of detail work that people have to look at this angle to see.
He moved it off camera because he needed it closer to him to actually do the work. It's that's the downside of doing it to people, is that like he was working on the back, I was working on the front, and you both kind of need it close to you because
I think this was one of the best angles I could do for that type of thing.
Yeah.
Retrospect, I think I could have positioned the camera specifically for this episode and where you both end up positioning yourselves a little better and a little more forward.
I think next time we do this, we should both wear those head cameras that miners have to wear when they go deep underground.
Like GoPros?
Yeah.
I own a singular GoPro.
Well, we can get another one and we'll strap them to our foreheads. You can actually get an eye view of what we're doing.
I think it's a chest strap. I do have a strap for my GoPro. We used to use it to do the overheads for feedback loop.
Yeah.
And then I changed it to.
Oh, you can see Halden right now. He's installing all the little boats he made back in video 1. He's actually installing them now. They're all the tenders and lifeboats and things, which, if you're at all interested in history, were very, very important for the Yorktown. Spoiler alert on an 80-year-old ship battle. I don't want to give away the farm on this one, but
I don't know. You might say, like, again, like the whole point of our reenactments is we try to see if we can change history.
Well, so I mean, yeah, the ship actually didn't get sunk in the battle. It was crippled, and then guys were repairing it when a submarine came up and was like, "The heck you are."
That's actually so funny. To be able to save the ship enough where it doesn't sink in a battle, and then a submarine just goes Leroy Jenkins on them is
it's
so
like
funny.
The Uno reverse card.
You thought you were done. You thought you got away.
But I mean, yeah. So now we're having a brief discussion on what's going on. Halden's looking through the frames. Towards the end, the organization of the frames kind of broke down. We had originally alphabetized them on the first day, and it made it really easy to find the frame you're looking for because this thing had, like 20 different frames of plastic sprues. It went all the way through T or U. Mm-hmm. And it really helped, but at this point we were just like, you kind of needed them out because we needed access to all of them all at once. You can see Halden's also completed his little conning tower there. It looks really good.
Oh, it did. Like, I think one of the best parts of the build is just how detailed that little tower is.
Yeah. I put the decals on it this past Wednesday, and let me tell you, that was a huge pain in the butt.
I know. I walked out to talk to you, and you were like hating the water slides.
So the water slide transfers for these, there aren't a ton of decals on this ship because there's not a ton of, like, it's not like an 18th century ship or an airplane that has like a ton of, art on it. It's basically the landing stripes so that planes know where to land. And if you've ever used a water slide decal transfer before, it's a little thing, you pop it in the water loosens it up. Mm-hmm. These were about 7 to 8 inches long, and I would say, an eighth of an inch wide, which is not convenient for having your water slide transfers not break and laying them on cleanly. It was like everything with this build. It looked really good when it was done, but putting it together was a challenge. I'm looking on my phone.
Well, you were, and then you're looking on your phone because both of you keep looking off and talking to someone and laughing.
Oh, I think it was one of the guys. We had Are we the guys coming in who are replacing our fire alarm system?
Yeah, because he said he was on a boat. Like
Yeah, one of the guys was a Navy vet who served on aircraft carriers, and he was really interested. So he came over and he was talking to us quite a lot. Yeah, there I'm building bulkheads now. It's just bulkheads all day long.
But yeah, back to I guess the sprues and the organization. It makes sense that between both of you, because you're basically at this point you're working to your end.
Yeah.
And Halden's working to like the end.
Oh, technically, so I was working towards the middle, and Halden was working to the end.
Yeah. And so like it makes sense that all of these be splayed out everywhere because you have pieces that you need to make that Halden, as you said, needed like days ago.
Yeah. It's like, well, I haven't gotten to that stage yet, Halden, so don't get angry at me. What am I doing? I'm clipping off little guns. Yeah, so these were some of the little guns that Halden complained that I didn't make enough of, and it was not. Oh no, wait, no, I'm working on the lift. So in an aircraft carrier, I don't know if you're familiar with aircraft carriers, but I'm not going to assume any prior knowledge on our audience. They have two decks. There's a flight deck and a hangar deck, and the hangar deck is on the bottom, and that's where all the airplanes are stored. And in World War II, the Hellcats and Corsairs and things, their wings folded up, which was nice because it made storing them a lot easier. But what you have to do is you have to wheel them to elevators, and the elevators, there's giant elevators that lift them up to the flight deck. And that's what I was building. I was building the elevators. And we came to the conclusion that, because the model gives you the opportunity to build the elevators down or up. Mm-hmm. And we needed them up for the game, which meant that it was another lot of detail that you just never were going to see. And there I'm installing other bulkheads. It was there's like a whole frame system that mimics the actual like I-beams and stuff that the real ship actually has. But again, never ever going to see any of this detail. You sealed up the walls, and it was
It is crazy that they have you do all that detail inside that you don't see.
Well, you have the option to leave the hangar doors open.
Okay.
So when I was a couple of videos ago, I was just building long, wide strips and gluing doors into them, one after the other.
Yeah.
You have the option to leave those doors off, as if the hangar doors were open, and so you can actually see inside.
Oh, okay.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
But we needed a slightly more robust model.
Yeah.
For filming purposes.
Well,
and also if you leave the doors open, then you have to paint the inside.
And you didn't want to do that.
Right.
And not only the ocean still.
Not only do you have to paint the inside, you have to paint the inside first, then assemble everything, then find a way to seal up those doors, and then prime and paint the whole outside.
We're getting to my favorite part of the build with the detail, because this is before it gets covered up, so you can really see
inside all the stuff that's there.
And it's like it just went from being like at the beginning of this session,
hall,
like flat and blank, to like having all of this like layer of detail. It looks so cool.
Yeah, this was fun. We were really like getting towards the end there.
Is that the door you were talking about?
Yeah, all those hangar doors.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're on both sides of the ship, actually. And you could, like I said, you could have left them open so you could peer inside, and it would have been really neat, but it wouldn't have suited our purposes. Oh, that's one of our regulars.
Yep.
He's actually here today, playing playing miniatures games. He's I'm trying to remember what he does. It's like Legions Imperialis, Epic 40K, and he and a bunch of the other guys, they're also playing some space combat game from the 1980s. They showed me the stat
He definitely
trackers.
seems interested in this project.
Yeah.
You should remind him it's this Sunday.
This Sunday and every Sunday, forever.
And for people watching this, because we keep saying the end of May in these videos,
It's actually the end of August.
yeah. And I think you're wrapping up. Yeah, we're about to. So we'll see you in the next one.
It looks like we're wrapping up, but I'm not. We keep going.
You're about to.
I think we just wanted to get to a certain point.
Well, so I, at this point, already gave you your mics. And it's going to go right into it.
Hi, everybody. So, we didn't finish, but that's okay. We're very, very close. Very, very, very close. I am a little disappointed to learn that because I followed the instructions and glued these rolling doors down, we'll never be able to see anything on the inside. And there's a lot of photo-etched brass in there that we painstakingly glued in. But that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're almost done. We're almost done. Just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. Stick with us. If you want to watch episodes 1 through 4, they'll be up in the top corner. Don't forget to
Like, subscribe, ring bells.
comment. Don't forget to comment. Feed the algorithm. Feed the
Caller.
algorithm. Feed the algorithm. Feed the algorithm.
Feed the algorithm.
Bye.
Algorithm hungry.